Hi there, it's Robert with Pivot Up Digital, and we're going to be talking today about SEO, local SEO, and GMB, which is Google My Business. We're going to talk about a specific industry, specific niche, drywall. Why drywall? Because I'm currently working with a drywall contractor who is very well known in the Lower Mainland, particularly all the way from White Rock to Chilliwack. So what is drywall SEO? Because that's what we're going to talk about. Drywall SEO is the optimization of your web presence in order to rank on Google search results for relevant keywords. Now, as a local business, you want to rank on the page one of Google, correct? Well, the key is you want to rank in what's called the Google Local 3 pack. And you want to do it organically, right? For a fully optimized web presence, you will need to optimize both your main website or sites and your Google My Business. The thought of paying Google ads nowadays is very expensive. And to get your company on the front page of real estate is a deterrent for many contractors, and that's fully justified because of the cost. Now, unless you're running dynamic ads. It's not always the most effective way for ranking, and it's more of a ploy than anything else. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, that's how Google makes their money. So what other alternatives is there? If you're a drywall contractor and you're ready to take the next step with your business, you'll need to know about drywall SEO. And again, this is for any industry, okay? But I'm talking drywall today because of what my client recently is doing. Now, organic search engine optimization is one of the most effective ways to rank your company and get the name out to your potential customers. Now, here's the thing. We all get terrified of Google, keywords, SEO, the changes, all the magnitude of everything to put together. But effective SEO is what separates the beginners from the heavyweights. I wanted to say the boys from the men and the girls from the ladies, so to speak, but this works in any given industry, and drywall is no exception, okay? Exceptional SEO can improve sales, expedite the sales process, and introduce your services to a much broader audience. Before I forget, did you know that if you increased your efforts by 10% in your sales process, your revenues will increase by 47%? And I can mathematically prove it to you if you really want to know how. Just contact me and I'll let you know exactly how it works. By only 10% effort, you get a return of 47%. Now, in the modern era, today, in other words, 2021, SEO is an indispensable aspect of doing business, even for a good old-fashioned trades like drywall. If you're up to date on your SEO, fantastic. But if you're not up to date on your SEO, you're going to be left in the dust. And I don't want you to see people do that. I don't see it. I see it all the time where I hear about people's GMBs getting shut down, suspended, deleted for no reason. So today, we want to provide you with a guide on drywall SEO and help you understand a little bit more of the importance of it in 2021. You can call us, anytime you want at Pivot Up Digital. When you are ready to give your business that extra serious boost and wanting to understand drywall SEO or welding SEO or landscaping or painting or e-commerce, you can contact us. Now, the basics of search engine optimization is pretty simple in theory, but realistically, the better your company's website ranks on Google, the higher it'll be up on the real estate, which means up on the list on page one. But when you think about it, it's pretty simple, right? But what is most important about showing up as high as possible on the list of Google search results is when a customer who is looking for drywall services in your area, and then they are presented with all this purposeful SEO that's set up against all the other million results that are in the same industry. So what am I getting at is that no customer is going to look through each and every page that shows up in Google. I don't do it. I look right on page one. If I will see what I do, I make an adjustment in my search. In fact, the metrics show that companies that show up on the second page of a Google page get close to zero results. That's why it's so important to show up on the first page to rank as high as possible. But how do you improve your ranking? SEO has been proven to be one of the most effective ways to improve your company's rankings. SEO is 1,000 times more effective at driving traffic through ranking than any other organic and social media. So let's say, for example, that a customer types in the best drywall contractor near me into Google. What determines which of the millions of drywall company contractors websites show up first? The websites with the highest SEO that's compliant to the critical changes that Google has made, not just in the last 6 months, but the big change that happened in May of 2021. Hence why so many GMBs are getting suspended and deleted without the owner even knowing it happened. There are certain aspects that Google looks for in SEO compliance, such as keywords, coding, design, and content. Google preferences changes every once in a while, we think, which is why Google is an ongoing job. But when you stay on top of your SEO, you give your company the best opportunity. This is where the simple concept of showing up on the first page of results gets complicated. The goal of SEO contractors is to stay on top of these changes, such as ourselves here at Pivot Up Digital and my friend over in Langley. There are certain hoops that your drywall contractor company website has to jump through to rank high and stay high. But the unfortunate thing about that business and marketing in the era of 2021, that you could truly have the best drywall service in your city or even in your local community. But if your SEO is lacking, you're going to fall down. With all the changes that's happening in Google right now, if you don't have continuity between your website, your GMB, you're going to lose out, guaranteed. You're going to get penalized, your website. You're going to get your GMB possibly suspended. So when it comes to driving these results, long tail words work the best. But keep in mind that customers, when they're searching for things like best drywaller near me, the SEO changes on a daily basis. So what am I getting at? Well, I'm getting at this. SEO can be overwhelming, no question about it. And many contractors simply don't have the time. You're too busy doing your proposals, writing contracts, hiring staff, firing staff, looking for the next job. But that doesn't mean it shouldn't be forgotten about. Another easy way to rank your company is to do just like my last client, who is my current client. He gave me a call and we discussed things. We did a lot of work for him in the back. We got him running up right now with Google Ads. But at the same time, he contacted me at 800-346-9885. So give us a call. My name is Robert. I'm the founder of Pivot Up Digital. I'd like to hear from you. Again, my number is 800-346-9885. And we will give you an in-depth analysis and SEO utilization for drywalling and many other industries. My name is Robert. I look forward to hearing from you very soon. If you found this video very helpful for you to learn about how the important changes These are critical changes that are happening with Google. And if you don't have these critical changes on your website into your GMB, you're going to get lost in the search, because the key thing is contractors near me by voice. I look forward to hearing from you guys very soon.